Grand Rising, friends. I always forget to turn my other light on. There we go. I'm gonna put you guys over here. Grand Rising. Hi, David. Good morning. So, I'm wearing today a apron shirt that a friend of mine that went to Mexico last week brought me, and I thought it was super cute. And it's got the little pockets and the little zipper. I think it's right here. So you can actually put your phone and the little pockets, and you can take it to work if I wanted to, but I'm just going to use it here in the kitchen so I don't get stuff on me. But anyway, we're going to get started, okay? I'm late. I'm a little late. Guys, I was cleaning my back porch. I had not cleaned it, I believe, like in over a month. I was hoping I got some rain, but obviously no rain. So, it took me an hour and a half. Hey, David. Good morning. So, yeah, David, since you're here, it took me literally an hour and a half to clean that back porch. That's how filthy it was. The water was literally just coming out black at this point from all the dust. It was super gross, but I had to do it. It was one of those things. And that used to be my studio. Remember when I used to paint there? That used to be my studio. So I'm gonna see, because right now I have all the animals and my, I'm trying to do my little garden. So I've got like a little greenhouse out there. So it's gonna be hard to get it as a studio, but I may just do part of it like that. I got the baby quail. I got to move to the bigger pen with the other quails, but she's still a little small to go in the other pen, and the other ones are attacking her, so I'm gonna wait till she gets a little bit bigger, and then I'll move her in with the other ones. But so far, I brought her little friend, and she's happy with her there in my porch. But yeah, it was time. It was time. It was time for a cleaning. I just, it took me so long that it's like I fell behind. with the mopping and the cleaning of the bathrooms like I normally do, because time is just literally flying. Do you use a pressure cleaner? No. I normally, so I have a hose, two hoses connected because I have a little mini garden in the back. So I just hosed it down with soap and water and blew it all out with my blower, my hand blower. I'm trying to see if maybe Jason, when he gets home today, because he's been busy too, trying to cover up for work because we're one person behind at work. So he's been coming home late. I'm trying to see if today, because I know he's got to also install our fans, that when one of our fans in the dining room completely fried up, started smoking the other day. And so we had to thank God he was here. We had to take down the whole entire fan, but we got the new one. He just hasn't had time to put it on. And then, it's like everything, you know how they say when it rains, it pours? That's what's happening right now. So he's got to get that done. He's got to fix the little screen because my little Lucy from standing on there tore the little part of the screen part. So he just has to put a piece there. But we got to have time, right? And Friday he's not going to be here because he's got grand night. They're going to Universal with the kids, the seniors. And so it's no time. So only the weekend. Hi, Danny. Hi, how are you? So we'll see how it goes. Oh gosh, I did not wear my contacts today, guys. I have my Google glasses. So this onion and garlic is really affecting my eyes right now because the contacts sort of protected my eyes. Oh my gosh, these onions are fresh. Oh, try not to cry. I try not to cry, guys. I'm a little sentimental this morning, but I'm trying not to cry. Now, so there's a lot of things I got lined up to do. But the porch got done, thank God. I'm going to try to see if this Saturday I can do a little bit of weeding in the garden. I've got so many weeds in my garden around my porch, the back of my porch. Get that done. Then again, I got to get started on my painting this Saturday as well that I've got to do. So there's just so many things. And where's the time? No little time. Okay, here we go. So got a whole half an onion, half of a Spanish onion diced, and about 4 cloves of garlic minced. So now I'm going to show you what I got here. I used 2 types of beans. So I used chili beans, which are like a small red, and black beans, a can of black beans. I normally make them fresh. Y'all saw me. I always do them fresh. But whatchamacallit, I had no time to soak my beans last night. And I went to bed at 1 a.m. Who here couldn't sleep last night? Because that was me. It was 1 a.m. I kept tossing and turning, looking at my phone. And I was like, Lily, you need to force yourself to put this down. You got to get up early. And so here I am. More garlic. Yes, star. Add that garlic. I added 4 cloves of garlic, but I am making 2.5 cups of jasmine rice. Killer Boss. Primo, my cousin's here, guys. Georgie's here. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Hi, Stuart. Stuart says, shrimp Creole. Let's do some shrimp. I would love to add that in there right now. And I do have a bag of mixed seafood. But guess what? My daughter doesn't like it. She does not like anything with seafood. So I can't do it. I could. I tell you what I can do. I can cook it separately. And then whoever wants it can have it. Whoever don't want it don't have to eat it. But I think you gave me that idea. I am going to go grab it now in my freezer and just going to cook it here. And I guess the ones that don't like the shrimp or the Creole part, you know what? They can have eggs with their rice and beans. Um, Nothing wrong with eggs, right? Gotta eat more eggs. Because, you know, I don't even have to be honest with you. Today, Wednesday, how many of you all are just making it out there? Like literally just hanging in by a thread. How many of y'all are doing that? So, you know, I'm gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna bother with it. They can have eggs if they want to, you know? I honestly did not thaw any meat, and I do not intend on opening my deep freezer and throwing it out at this point because it's already 11 a.m. So I am going to grab that bag though, because that is the Creole bag. Let's see if I can go ahead and get it. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. And I'm gonna put some lime in those rice and beans because I got, hubby went to the store the other day and he grabbed from Walmart, you know, they have the best key limes. I've gone to every single place in town, but Walmart has the best key limes. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Got smothered. Got smothered in my deep freezer. This is what I use, guys. They got this at Aldi's. Super economic. And it's got it all. Yeah, it is frozen, but it's fine because we're going to boil it. Right? So we're not going to worry about it too much. Just, let me see. Thank you. Let's see. Stuart says, I can't believe your daughter don't like it. I would trade her in for a new. She doesn't. She don't like fish. She don't like shrimp. She don't like lobster, clams, nothing. She couldn't eat a Spanish paella from Spain because I told her, I said, girlfriend, you know how much paella I used to eat in Spain? That thing was amazing. And they make the paella in Spain with a risotto rice, which is like a short grain rice that is so creamy. And they put the saffron because they use saffron for the rice, which is saffron is actually really good for you. Read onto it. If you have any, I think it's for depression, saffron, it's great. But yeah, she doesn't like it. Does she have? No, she has no allergies to it. She just don't like it. Listen, when I'm making fish or anything like that with fish related, she's like, oh, that smell. She can't even stand me cooking the fish or anything. She don't like it. So if I go to a fish place, she'll have chicken that day. She will not have, you know, guys, I forgot to add my onions and garlic to my rice and beans. Look at that. I was going to show you what it looks like. Can y'all see right here? Let's see if I can move you guys closer. The reason why this is so bad is because I'm charging my phone. I want to make sure it's like 100% before I go to work. So that's looking good, right? So it's rice and 2 types of beans. So I'm going to lower it up a little bit. And then I'm going to add the onion and garlic. I like to add it towards the end because I think it gives it more of that flavor than if you just cook it with it. So I'm just going to do it a couple more minutes because this rice is not done yet. But it will be. And I did not use the juice of the can. I drained it and washed the beans because I'm paranoid that way. But yeah, I didn't for this recipe. I know for con gris, if you're making Cuban con gris, they do use the juice of the can. I'm just gonna add just a wee little bit of water, very little. And I used chicken stock. I'm going to lower it up. And I'm going to let it do its thing because it's got to finish. While we move over here. And we add this, let me zoom out so you guys don't see my pan where I was cooking these eggs this morning. Living in Florida, let me see. Just kidding. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, Stuart. I know what you meant. David says, living in Florida and not liking seafood just seems... Yes, I agree with you. Some have an allergy to seafood. Yes. No, yes. Well, see, my mother-in-law, she is, she loves seafood, but she can't have it. Now that you're talking about that, she has an allergy to, she has an allergy to anything with seafood. So she'll break out in hives real bad, where she could like not even be able to breathe. And she has the same allergy as strawberries. Isn't that weird? So she cannot eat strawberries or seafood. It does a number to her. I'm going to keep this packet because it brings a packet of that Cajun stuff. So I'm going to add this all in here. Oh, I think it fits perfect. And I'm going to add a little bit of water to it to steam up. Right? There we go. It's got sausage. It's got potatoes. See, red potatoes. It's got mussels in there. It's got corn on the cob. It's got everything. We're going to add some of the seasoning packet, which I still have from the other one. See? I save my stuff because I don't like to put the whole thing. It's so salty. So we're just going to do it like that. Then we'll move it around if we need to. But I think that's going to be good. Let me add just a little bit more of the water. And then she's going to have eggs, right? Or they can get eggs. Let's put a cover on this with the rice and beans. It's a complete meal right here, so you really don't need anything else. So we're just going to let that cook nice and slow till it comes to a boil, and the shrimp is completely, it turns like a C. That's when it's completely done. Take a look at this rice. Keep moving it around. Make sure that it's... Let me see if I can grab a little mitten. I don't want to get burned. Here it is. My silicone. Move that around. Oh, this smells so good. Heaven. Smells like the onions and the garlic in there. Oh, and the beans are actually breaking down. They're so soft, guys. About 3 more minutes and that's going to be done. Okay. Let's see. Let me see these comments. Hey, Brooke. Hi. How are you? Beans are so great. Yes, they are. I use them for everything. But today, it was a bean kind of day because I normally do beans on Taco Tuesday, but I didn't do it. I was supposed to soak them, but did not soak them. So I said, you know what? We'll do the beans today. So we did them today. So beans and rice it is. Complete meal, okay? I also like to do with black beans. Has anybody made... what do they call them? Black bean patties. They're so good. If you have leftover rice and black beans, you can add some red peppers to it, some onion, some garlic, and you can make your own veggie burgers. They're so, so good. I'm doing great, Brooke. I'm doing great. I'm a little tired. I am a little tired. Do you guys hear me like I'm a little tired? I am a little tired. My back is hurting. Um, and today we've got, let's see, today's Wednesday. We got 2 more days to go, but we got, since we're behind because we are actually one person less at work, we got to do extra rooms, and it whips my hiney, right? So, and then the lecture hall is humongous, and the bathrooms, it's exhausting, but I'll make it. Y'all need to pray for me. I know I can do this, right? We got 1 more week. We got 2 more days, and Monday is President's Day. And this mama over here ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna relax and enjoy it. This 3-day weekend. Like, seriously, enjoy it. I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna do what I enjoy to do. I'm gonna listen to music. I'm gonna listen to gospel. I'm gonna disconnect. I'm gonna hang out with you all. We're gonna have a celebration. We're gonna have a President's Day weekend celebration. How about that? Yes. So I don't know what to make. What should we make this weekend? Tell me. I'm running out of options, guys, because I do burgers, I do sausages, I don't know what else to do. What else should we do? What should we do for Labor Day? Anybody doing anything in particular special? Look, I can't even talk today. I'm like tongue-tied. I'm tongue-tied, guys. I do not know what to do. So y'all give me some recipes, some things that we can make, something different to break the cycle, and we'll do it. We'll do it. I'm gonna go ahead and grab me some more coffee because I feel like I'm just like this, like you know, when you're slowing down, kind of like the batteries are about to die. That's how I'm feeling right now. So I was up and happy at 5:30 in the morning because I had my cup of coffee, all good. But right around 10, 9:30, I was like, I need a little pick me up. Aaliyah says, I am sick. I got the flu, and a thing my mom cooks is this chicken spaghetti. Ooh, that sounds yummy, and it's simple. And I actually have lasagna noodles too. I haven't made lasagna. That's actually a good idea to make. I just need ricotta cheese and some mozzarella, which I think I have a humongous bag of mozzarella. But I can use some ricotta cheese, and we could do something, right? Because we haven't done lasagna. I think we should do that. Hey, Bone. Good morning, my friend. So how are you doing this morning? I know you're probably working. Some authentic Cuban cuisine. Yes. Well, I do not know what to make that's authentic because I know what I should do. I haven't made in a while. And I probably just end up getting a rotisserie. A Mojo rotisserie from Publix. And then we can make imperial rice. That's super easy, okay? It feeds a whole army, and you can put it in a big sheet. Yeah, and you'll have basically imperial rice for like weeks. I think that's what I'm gonna do, and that's so easy. It's just yellow rice, layered like a lasagna. So it is Cuban's lasagna is the imperial rice. So instead of layering the pasta like the Italians would do, they use the yellow rice. They layer it up. Then they add some mayo, some shredded chicken. Then they add cheese, mozzarella cheese. Then they add another layer of rice. Then chicken, shredded chicken. But we can spike it up and add veggies to it, make it a little bit even healthier. And maybe add some peas to it, I think. and put it in a big sheet, bake it in the oven. That cheesy gets all bubbly and delicious. I don't know what it does, but the mayo does a thing on that rice. You don't see it, you don't taste it. It's just does something to it. My middle name is Faith. Oh, beautiful. My one of my really good friends here, Walk by Faith. She is also Faith. Well, her name is Brooke, but she walks by faith. Bone says, have you tried Puerto Rican lasagna? I never tried it. It's made with, oh yes, my husband's best friend Eric. He used to make it all the time, and he used to tell me about it. He's like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So they basically, what they do is they use the plantain as the lasagna thing, and then they put the meat, right? I think that's what it is. What state do you live in? I'm in Central Florida, Aaliyah. Don Ramon Cuban restaurant is the closest that I have had authentic Cuban food. Yes. Yes. Where is Don Ramon? Isn't that in Port St. Lucie? Is it? No, Stuart. Stuart had one. Oh my gosh. My neighbors are making a ton of noise, guys, because they're putting in posts for the fence. So if you hear like, you hear that? That's the neighbors. Hear that? Great job, Prima. Aw. There it is, Killer Boss. Well, Killer Boss knows a lot of recipes too, because he cooks a lot too. Bone says, I just got some sushi from Publix. It's only, yes, sushi is $5 on Wednesdays. Isn't that awesome? I know. It's just my Publix is all the way down, too far away from me to even get a hold of it before I go to work. So totally not worth it for today. But yeah, I know. I wish we had another Publix on this side. I live in Alabama and I go to Florida every summer since I was born. Oh, nice. Alabama. I've always wanted to go to Alabama. They say they have the best fried green tomatoes. The best. David says there was one in Palm Beach and Stuart. Yes, I think the one in Stuart closed. I think. I don't know Palm Beach. Aaliyah says, I love sushi. Yay! So everybody loves sushi here? Everybody. All right, I've been trying to stay away from it because it's not very good for you. But if I do eat sushi, I try to go for the, my kids love it, by the way. My youngest, Tristan, that kid can eat sushi like no tomorrow. And so is Josh, my oldest one. Like no tomorrow, seriously. But, oh, this looks good. It's getting fluffy. You'll see that? This is done. So I'm just going to turn it off and let that steam rock and roll. But, yeah, when I do have it, I try to get the California roll that has the avocado in it and I think it's lobster. Oh my God, it's so good. But now my little one, oh, and I love seaweed. The seaweed is amazing. My little one, if he has sushi, he'll have a whole plate of the seaweed. Loves seaweed. He likes he says, Mama, can you get me some fish eggs? They're the caviar. He calls them fish eggs because they're fish eggs. He's like, I want to get some of them. So he'll eat. He loves sushi. And my oldest one too. Yes, Aaliyah, my real name is Lily. I don't eat sushi with raw fish. Yeah, exactly. I try to stay away from that, but my son likes it. Like the salmon, and it's not really raw because see, there is some fish that you can eat it at a certain type of temperature. But I still can't do it. but my kids can. My two boys can. But I just get grossed out. That's why I like the California roll. But now, if I see that it's almost, you know, sort of cooked type of fish, then I'll eat it. But other than that, no. If it's a veggie sushi roll, I love the veggie ones. Let me see. I don't eat sushi with raw fish. Da, da, da. Space Alien. Hi, welcome. You look like what? Like the gun clerk from Men in Black. Oh my goodness. Aaliyah, she does look. I look like the gun clerk. You guys, you're too much. Is it because of the apron? I got the apron, guys. So somebody gave me, my friends at work, they gave me this apron. She gave it to me because she went to Mexico for the week and brought it to me. And I thought it was super cute and handy because look, this apron has pockets. It's really, this is what they work with, honestly. I can't normally have something like this because I just feel like I am choking. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have room. And so I don't care too much for it, but I do wear it in the kitchen. You see me when I'm cooking or frying or anything. I normally wear my apron. So I said, you know what? I'll use it for the kitchen because it's awesome. Because I normally wear pants at work that have pockets. So I just slide in my phone and, you know. I look like 34. Well, thank you. That's so sweet. I'm not 34, by the way. I'm way too old. I'm going to be 45 this year. But thank you. Do I know Drew Barrymore? Yes, I do know Drew Barrymore. She's awesome. I love her. Yeah, she did 50 First Dates. And I'm trying to think what other one she did. I can't think of it for the love of my life. I can't. But yeah, I've seen her. Oh, yes. I'm trying to think of that movie that she did. Cinderella with the medieval dress and all that. I love that movie. It was so beautiful. But I loved her in 50 First Dates. And I truly think that she should have stayed with, what's his name that she did the movie with? Can't think of his name right now. Can't think of that actor's name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I honestly think that Adam Sandler. She should have married that man because they're so great together in every movie. They're so great together. Thank you, Brooke. My mom said I look like Drew Barrymore, and my aunt, aka my mom's sister, is also like, oh, yeah, she's awesome, and she has a show now too. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go get my coffee. While you guys are talking, she has a show that's called gosh, what's the name of the show? Lily. It's a show on TV, anyway. I don't know if y'all seen it. Okay, I'll see you. Thanks for tuning in, Bone. I knew you were probably at work or headed to work. Bye. Okay, let me go ahead and get my coffee, guys. Look how stinking cute this cup is. Or mug. It's so stinking cute. I love it. It's one of my favorite mugs. And it's big. So you can put a lot of coffee in it. All right, let's make the coffee. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to make this coffee. I'm going to bless it, and hopefully this coffee can wake me up. I do need to get some more raw sugar because I'm almost all out of raw sugar. But I think I'm going to use honey today. I don't know. I think I'm going to use honey. I think I'm going to do honey. I hope it doesn't slow me down. Don't want to slow you down. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no. I got to keep on moving. Remember that song? That just reminded me of that. All right, let's see. Let's get the honey, honey, honey. Honey. Um, I have 10 brothers and no one. Oh, sorry to hear that, Elia. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Brooke. You too. You're doing great. What? I mean, how many subscribers are you in right now? How many you got so far? And I'm going to do half and half while we're looking and checking out the seafood. But you see how easy that was? I just did the beans and rice. Super easy. That takes like maybe total less than 30 minutes because the boil part shouldn't take that long. 483. Look at this. Ms. Brooke is at 483 subscribers, guys. Check out her channel. Help my friend out, guys. Give her some love. We have amazing people here. We also have David. He's also an artist and teaches how to paint. And go ahead, David, and put your link below if anybody wants to check you out. And Brooke, Walk by Faith. Also, Bone. Check out Bone. Has anybody checked out Bone's page? He's got amazing content too. You should see when he does videos of the clouds and the music behind it, and then he does the streets, like when he's driving. Is so cool to watch. Your mom died when I was sorry to hear that. My brother has a YouTube channel. Oh, cool. There you go. Go ahead and, yep, that's it. David Joyner Art Academy, guys. This man is so talented. Y'all need to check him out. Seriously. Let me see if I can get my coffee because it's almost done. Hang on. He does amazing work. What is it that you're working on right now? David, tell us. What is your masterpiece right now that you're working on? Aaliyah says his channel is named Thunder. Thunder Harbell that does it gaming. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I'm not much into gaming. To get my son, my 16-year-old is, but I'm not much into gaming. But if there's anybody here that is into gaming, go ahead and you could also share the link above, so people can check them out. I thought the gamers, well, they do it in YouTube too. They do it on Twitch too. Twitch, the app. All right, so I'm adding 2 teaspoons of honey today. Extra sweet. Alea says my brother is 17, so close to your son's age. Yes. Well, my oldest son is 18. My second born is 16, and he's the one that plays. He's a gamer. He does Call of Duty. Gosh, what is he on right now? Rust. That's what he likes. He enjoys playing. And you can't get him into sports. He does not like sports. Does not like any sports. So, because we try to get him into it, but he just don't like it. He don't want to do it. David says 5 manatees in a single huge painting commission. Ooh, that is great. Do y'all have anybody? Yeah, he does amazing work, guys. Check him out because he's working right now on the manatees. Has anybody seen Vanessa Orabuena? She is a very talented spiritual, I would call it, type of artist. And this lady, I don't know if you've ever checked her out or seen her. She does amazing work. She did a couple of paintings for President Trump. And she painted, they were like massive, giant paintings. So she did one of Jesus, like Jesus's face. And they auctioned that painting at Mar-a-Lago for $2.5 million. That painting. It was so beautiful. Oh, it's hot. I don't consider myself Christian. Just because of the fact it's just like, you're taking a side, in religion, but I'm not. I honestly, I do believe in God, and I have a relationship with him, and I walk with him every single day of my life. But I do not, I don't go to church. I socialize. I have a lot of people around me that are Christian. But I don't believe in the whole, I would say, I'm trying to think, dogma type of thing, with religion that is involved. No, I read the Word of God and I study it and I try to apply it, try to be the best human I could be for him. And I have a relationship with him. That's basically what I do. I don't have a religion. Yes, right? My my 18-year-old, he goes to on Sundays, he goes to church, to my mother-in-law's church, and she is Pentecostal. But as I was growing up, I have been, ever since I was 5 years old, my dad was Jehovah's Witness. So my parents were Jehovah's Witness ever since I was a little tiny girl, right? We would walk to Kingdom Hall and we did Bible study and we did it all. When my father passed away in Spain, and actually, now that I'm thinking, when my parents were living in Cuba, my mom would tell me that she had to, and this is a thing because you can't practice anything in Cuba because of the communism is so heavy. They had to bring their church clothes. They had to put them in a bag and take them to a friend's house and then change right quick before they would go to church, because they had to hide, basically. If they would see them, they would take them and, put them in jail, basically. So they had no meaning of doing that. But my parents, yeah, I grew up Jehovah's Witness. Throughout the years, I went to, I was a Christian, and my grandma was big Pentecostal. And then after that, I went to, I'm trying to think. I became a Baptist Christian. And so all it is, guys, is just a thing to separate people, We're all believers of Christ. We all follow Christ, right? One God. So it doesn't really matter what religion, religion is really created to separate the flock, and just don't, because when Jesus came here, he didn't come to create a religion, right? To follow religion. He wanted you to follow him. That is the whole entire idea. He wants you to follow him and serve him and do what he did for us, right? Because we're all his, we all carry his DNA. And this is what is so amazing. I keep going like this. I feel like my son. This is what's so amazing, guys. Well, let me take a look at my seafood. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. Gotta move my seafood. Okay. This is what's so amazing about everything. Um, God is basically just waiting for you to turn your life to Him. That's basically what He wants. He wants a relationship with you. He wants to be part of your life. And all it is we have to do is accept Him. That's basically it. No one can do that for you. Okay? No person, no pastor, no preacher, nobody can get in the way between you and Yahweh. It is your relationship with Him. All right, Dylan, that's kind of gross. We're going to get you out of there because you see, as soon as you start talking about God or anything God related, you see these trolls, how they start appearing. I'm telling you guys, the spiritual warfare that we're living in is real. It is absolutely real. And whoever doesn't want to see it, it's blind. It's basically living in a 3D world, right? Which is like the physical world that Jesus talked about, that He does not want us to be part of. He wants us to be part of the spiritual world. That's why He said, which is also known as the 5D world. He often said in the scripture that He does not want you to be part of the world, for us to become part of this world. So we have to be different. I'm gonna sit down here for a little bit, guys, and chat with you guys, if you don't mind. I think I'm gonna take this apron off because I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore, but it's cute. It's got these little purple flowers. It's so comfy, but I feel like I'm going to work right now and I don't want to. I don't want to be reminded. Let me take this off. All right. I'm gonna take this off right now. But the spiritual warfare that we're facing right now, guys, in this world that we're in, it's actually happening. It is real. And I face it. Listen, I face it every single day. I think everybody does at this point. So the stronger you are in God and the closer that you are to Him, the more that the enemy is going to find you to knock you down. And is basically trying to go with the punches, right? And you're trying to, basically what we have to do as followers of Christ is we need to have, there it is. I feel much better now. I feel like I'm not going to work. We need to wear that armor of God. We need to have that. We need to wear that armor, that shield that spiritually connects us, right? From the 3D world that we're living in. And yeah, thank you, Brooke. Thank you for bringing that to the attention. She said, be respectful on the channel. Yes. So it's important that, how do we do that? How do we stay connected, and how do we stay attuned and away from this 3D world, right? That's trying to swallow us and is trying to divide us, because that's what it's trying to do. Everything around us is created to literally divide us, to separate us from each other. But we need to be smart about this. And we need to know that God put us here for a reason. Okay? Like the book of Ruth says, perhaps you were born for such a time as this. So this is our time. This is our season. And this is going to be the season that we are going to defeat evil, because darkness cannot take over us, cannot take over light. Light will always be light, but can never Darkness can never consume the light. So this is what we're actually enduring right now. And it's been crazy 2 weeks because we still got 2 more weeks, guys, till in reality to the end of the snake year that we were in, which was last year. See, if you're going by the Gregorian calendar, right? Gregorian, the Roman calendar, in reality, if you're going by the Julian, not the Gregorian is the one that has all the holidays and everything that, are part of this world. But the Julian calendar, which is the calendar from the Bible, the spiritual calendar, in reality, in 2 weeks, we will be entering the new year. Did you all know that? The new year, it was never January. It was always April. Why do you think April, the beginning of spring, everything blooms, right? All your plants, animals reproduce. Why do you think? Because that is the beginning of the year. So in reality, we got two more weeks of the snake year that we're in, of Satan's little season, and then we'll be entering the new year. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a great time to be alive because we'll be entering the horse year. Yes, please do not do that. No, no spamming. I appreciate it, Brooke. So yeah, this is why I think we're getting so many things thrown at us and from every which way. And it's because we're still got 2 more weeks and then boom, the horse year will be here, which is it'll start the Jubilee, because this is the Jubilee year to 2026. So, and it's also the year of sevens also. So it's perfectly prophetically aligned with this year. I've got two of you are watching, and 15 likes. Wow. You guys are awesome. Y'all are great. Thank you for the hearts. Whoever's sending me the hearts, I can't see. I can just see them around my screen. Like, they just go up on my screen. It's cute. But I don't know who's sending them. So anybody, any questions, anything they want to talk about? Any concerns? I'm almost done, guys, with the seafood. The seafood's like, actually, I'm going to turn it off right now because it's steaming. I'm just sitting here trying to wake myself up. Feel like I'm still sleeping. Got a bunch. Let me see. Do I like jazz? Yes, I do. I like to listen to it. Do I want to read songs this weekend? Do I want to read songs? What do you mean, read songs? Like Psalms? You mean the book of Psalms? We did, so last weekend, me and Brooke, Walk by Faith, we were reading the book of Matthew. She's been telling me, let's read the book of Matthew. So we read the first chapter of Matthew. We're trying to catch up with scripture, guys, because see, everything of this world is made to divide us. So we have to stay grounded, right? And as much as we can, we need to look for God and read the scriptures. So that keeps us grounded. So we're trying to do it on Sundays, at least once, or if we can, Saturday and Sunday. Trying to read some scripture and and elaborate a little more about it, and kind of like a little Bible study. And we all hang out and share thoughts. Um, Psalms. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's what you're referring to. I thought you said songs. That's why I was like, wait, is she meaning Psalms? Which actually, the book of Psalms is actually songs that they sang. Forgot who was the one that wrote the songs, but they were beautiful. Yes, we can read the book of Psalms. Absolutely. Whatever you want, my dear, because I love this lady. Walk by faith, guys. This lady is amazing. Um, she's always reading the Word of God, always following God, and there goes to show what God has done in her life. Look how many subscribers this lady. She started with like so little, and she's like almost at 500 already. Watch our kids online. Predators prey on them by becoming their friends. Yeah. Yep. I agree with you, David. And our children are so innocent, and so pure, that they can't see it. They can't see that someone would actually be there to hurt them, right? Or would play with them and try to do something that's, that is so dark. So you're absolutely right. We need to ask for more protection for our kids. Way more protection. It is. It is truly disgusting. And I honestly, when I found out about everything, well, see, this is the thing. I have been telling people about this for a very long time. And I sort of did that research myself. I went down the rabbit hole long time ago, back in 2021. And when I started seeing this for myself, the videos, oh my God, it is truly, truly, it left me speechless. It truly did. And it just, it got me outraged to the point that I was like, now I want justice for these people. We demand justice, right? We've seen enough. We know it all. We've been seeing it all. For the new people that are actually just learning everything that's happening around the world, and that's been happening. This has been happening for thousands of years, guys. This is nothing new. This didn't start 8 years ago. This with the missing kids and everything else has been happening since the beginning of time. I remember when my grandma, I'll never forget this, when I believe I was 13 or 14 years old. I used to call her Mima. And she would tell me the stories because we would go to the store, and she would tell me, you need to stand right there next to me. You can't leave my sight. And I was like, why, grandma? Or why Mima? Because, you know, at that age, you're always asking questions, right? And she was like, because you know what they do with little kids. And I was like, no. But she was very blunt. My grandma was very blunt. She said it how it was. And who would have thought, right? A couple years down the road, which is now 2026, everything she said it was happening is literally happening. So we just have to be very careful. Be very extremely careful, and pray upon our kids. Pray for our kids. I'm telling you, the enemy is real. He's trying to go for our children because he knows he's got very little time left. of his little season is ending. And that's what he's doing. He's trying to go after our children, our innocent children. Not because he loves them, it's because he hates them. And the whole thing is, whenever he sees children, he sees God. He sees our creator. And so this is why we need to pray, 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 nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. Can never pray too much for your kids. I pray the minute they hop on that bus to the minute they come back. I'm constantly praying. Even when I'm at work, I'm constantly praying. William says, I never asked when my mom told me to say them rules. Pray upon our kids. Yep. We do. We do, William. Also, predators stalk gas stations, waiting for someone to go into the store to pay while leaving their kids in the car. Yes. And you know something, David, now that you're mentioning that, you know how many people in this town do that? It is so bad. Well, hey, they leave their animals, their pets in the vehicle, okay, as well. They go to the store, they leave their dog in the vehicle, turn the vehicle off, close the windows inside the freaking car. But yeah, I absolutely agree with you 100%. Never ever leave your kids in the car. Ever. And actually, as I'm walking to go to work, I see all these kids that walk home. And I'm here thinking in my mind, what is up with these parents? Why would they let their kids walk home? Some of these kids, they have a long ways home. Oh, but the parents have to work. Oh, but the parents. So take care of your kids. Put them in a bus or pick them up or find somebody to pick them up. They're your kids. Why would you allow them to walk home? I cannot, I'm telling you. I was a kid, I was a child, and my mom, we lived about 10 minutes from the nearest bus stop. My mom would take me to the bus stop, just like I do with my kids today, and pick me up at the bus stop. Never once did my mom let me walk home by myself. Not once. Nope. And it's not, it's not because of me. It was because of the danger. You don't know who is watching, what they're doing. There's psychopaths everywhere. You see them in the parks, in the public parks. They'll park there. Psychos. I don't know. I don't know how these parents do it. I honestly don't know. Oh, but Lily, you can't have fear. You can't live in fear all the time. Yeah, you can't live in fear, but you got to do what you can with what you have to protect your children, right? That's the whole idea. A girl was attacked when she missed the bus. Really? Oh my God. You see that? Mm-mm. Not in Florida. He says, Jason says, hello, hello, very, very good, very good. I'm 51 years old. I think it's better today than it was in the 1970s and the 1980s. Walking to school, we never had to worry about bad guys. Well, yes, you mean back in the days. Yeah, back in the days. Jason, back in the days, we never had to worry about that. You're talking about Heck, let me see if I can think of this. Back in the I'm talking about my mother-in-law's era when she was a child, 1960s, I would say, because she told me the story. She says I had to walk home. She had to walk home and like to and fro from work, from school. I'm sorry, and come home. Her mama wasn't there because she had to, her mama had to work. I can't understand that. Back in the 1960s, there was, wait, what? Our county probably had, what, 500 people? If so, it was not even populated. But times were different, right? They were different. But now, I'd say from 1980 to now, no. Definitely no. No way. Uh, yeah. I'm telling you, I never ever, my mom never ever allowed us, and especially because we were girls, never allowed us to go walking. And we were 10 minutes away, like 10 minutes away. It was like the corner of the road, basically. We lived that close. And she would go pick us up, drop us off at the bus stop, and pick us right up. I mean, that's what she did. And that's what we did. I mean, I think the whole thing with the missing kids started when I think it was back in the 1970s when they would put the missing kids on the milk cartons. Remember that? I think that started back in the 1970s. And if you start reading about it, um, they have so many like underground cities. And my cousin told me about this long time ago. We talked about it, but for years. And people thought I was crazy, that we were crazy talking about this. It's funny because everything we talked about that everybody has bashed us and said, oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. Guess what? It has been proven to be true. So that there is such thing as underground tunnels, yes, there is. There is cities underground. There's actually been truck drivers that have done footage work and shown pizza delivered underground. Okay, you can literally see this. You can see it. It's like right in your face. You just have to research it. The problem is we live in a world that most people, if it doesn't concern me, I'm not going to research it. I don't care. They move on. It doesn't bother them. But when you believe in humanity and you care about humanity and you care about scripture and you care about God, it does bother you. These things do bother you. So, Doc says in the 80s, we didn't worry about anyone, right? But, I mean, are y'all awake yet? I mean, is anybody at this point sleeping? Because I honestly think everybody right now is seeing everything for what it is. It's funny because all these things have been happening for many years. I've been talking about this. I've been saying about it. And nobody ever listened. And I'm sure there's a lot of people around you that has said the same thing. And nobody listened. And now they see this happening with the big list. And now everybody's like, oh yes, it's happening. It's like, what? The juice. I mean, let's not even go there. That's another. Yeah, but that's a whole different topic. I used to go to Salisbury, North Carolina every summer. Mira, Josh, there is, can you turn off the stove, Poppy? Yeah. The boil. There's boil and rice and beans. If you want some. My son. They used to go to Salisbury, North Carolina every summer. I don't know. I've never been to North Carolina. I'm sure it's beautiful. But yeah, that is it's been going on for a while. And we've been saying about it. We've been talking about it, but nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to say anything about it. They want to shh. If it doesn't affect me, I don't care. That's the kind of thing, and it's unhumane. It's unhuman because you have to make awareness of this so that people can understand, especially parents that have little ones. Be more careful and pray for your kids. It's a spiritual warfare, guys. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you, sweetheart. But yeah, it is a spiritual warfare that we're living in. And I'm telling you, the enemy's not going to win. It ain't going to win. All right, Josh. The enemy's not going to win. He's not. So just know that God is in control. And this has already been dealt with. We're at the finish line. And what you're about to see, that's coming up very soon. Very, very soon. It's like right around the corner. It's nothing but happiness, wealth. We're going to get our wealth back. And we're actually going to be able to live again. Because this whole thing has been a nightmare for the past 8 years. So I'm looking forward to the Jubilee year. And all the good things are going to happen. I'm looking forward to it. Just got to keep a positive mind, right? In this dark, dark world that we're living in. Thank you, Brooke. She does amazing content too, guys. She does. She wants me to tell you that she does. She does amazing content. She's such a great sport. But anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with that thought. And thank you, David, for bringing that up. That was a good conversation that we had today. See, I love that. I like to cook and chat. It's just something that I enjoy doing because I want to see how people are reacting to this, right? What's happening in the world. I want to see people's reaction. Because you don't get to see much. There's some people that don't really say much. They hold it in and they don't express themselves. So it's important that we are mentally updating ourselves, right, with each other, and that we're coming together, and that to understand that God wants us together. Remember, my friends, united we stand, divided we fall. If we start putting ourselves, separate each other, we're not ever going to win this battle. Because this is what it is. They want us divided. It doesn't matter. I mean, whether it's left, right, black, white, Chinese, it don't matter. Nobody. Somebody shared that video I saw earlier today, and I thought it was amazing. Nobody from any party, from any organization, from any color, from any race, should not be doing that to a child or to anybody. It's unhumane. And what's wrong, it's wrong. And we need to address it. So I'm going to leave you guys with that thought. I love you, my friends. I hope you guys have a blessed Wednesday. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 10:30. Love you. Bye.